A call from Dave on the line in Calgary. Hello, Dave. What are your thoughts for Premier Prentice?
Good afternoon, Mr. Premier. I personally do not believe society's most vulnerable should pay the consequences of PC government's mismanagement. So instead of introducing healthcare premiums, removing the tuition cap, cutting our vital services, and attacking our teachers, seniors, students, and nurses, have you considered things like introducing a progressive income tax system that is still the lowest in Canada, cutting MLA and cabinet pay by 10%, limiting the multi-million-dollar MLA transition allowances about to be paid out, capping the salaries of your office staff at $150,000. I recently learned some of them make over $200,000 a year, and ending corporate welfare like the hundreds of millions of tax dollars paid out for carbon capture storage that you yourself called a failed science experiment.
Thank you very much, Dave. And I just want to say, Mr. Premier, that Dave's comments reflect many of the comments that we are receiving to the program in the last little while.
In which respect, there's quite a bit in Dave's comments, but let's start with me. I've taken a 5% voluntary pay cut. I did that several months ago. I asked everyone in my cabinet to do the same. I asked everyone who serves as an MLA to do the same, and they all have.
What about 10%, though, like Dave is suggesting, and others who are getting in touch with us?
I've started with 5%, and are asking people in the public sector across the province to similarly be open to shouldering, some share of the responsibility here. So this is about individual leadership. We all want to blame somebody for the circumstance that we're in, and but the bottom line is we have had the highest cost and the best public services in the country, and we haven't built basically a revenue model that sustains them. And this has been clear to, in our province for a number of years. People have been saying this for many years, that we were in this circumstance and that we would eventually get caught. And now we have, because oil prices have collapsed, and suddenly the province has, a $7 billion hole in its budget.
Is there anything that you favor, Mr. Prentice, though, on the revenue side?
In terms of who is responsible, we all need only look in the mirror, right? It's basically all of us have had the best of everything and have not had to pay for what it costs. And so that. But it has been
4 decades of progressive conservative governments, and I think that was Dave's point. But is there any particular revenue stream that you favor when you're looking ahead to the budget? Because I know you're not going to announce anything today, but what do you favor? If it's not a PST, what is it?
Well, I think Albertans need to consider all the other revenue options that the government has, and clearly there's going to have to be changes with a number of them. It's not any single solution, and I think if it's done in a measured and balanced way, Donna, it doesn't have to be any single solution. But at the end of the day, coming back to how we got into this and how we're going to get out of it. Collectively we got into this as Albertans, and collectively we're going to get out of it, and everybody is going to have to shoulder some share of the responsibility.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, Dave, for the call.